What up, what up, what up? Welcome to Cinema Ave, episode 8. It's your man, Pat on the can.
Still Kyle.
He's still Kyle. And we have a guest star with us. Who are you, sir?
Neil. Friend of everyone.
Not everyone.
Everyone in this room.
Well, he's about to be down a friend because you're a dick.
I'm kidding. This is my boy, Neil. I know him since 2000, I don't know, 1, 2, 7, 6, 7?
2001's a bit far.
7.
Yeah, there we go.
You survived that long as Pat's friend?
Don't ask me how.
I don't. You drink a lot? Like,
no times.
Not enough.
But he's a graphic designer. He's a good dude. He's always been my homie. You know what I mean? And this is his first Father's Day. Happy Father's Day.
Well, this is my second. Because my son was born last year. So
cut it out. Anyway, first of all, happy Father's Day.
Thank you.
Technically second.
Thank you.
Yeah, you know. Cool. All right. So, how was everybody's week?
Good. We met just 2 days ago, so not that much has happened since, but it's been a good weekend so far.
Any more of the saga of dishes?
No, we haven't heard anything about the dishwasher in the last 2 days. They probably forgot about us. So, if you don't know, our dishwasher broke before Mother's Day, and we have a home warranty, so they're supposed to come out and fix it. They can't fix it, then they replace it. But they keep screwing up and not showing up. So we now have a broken dishwasher and a dishwasher that they've delivered that we can't use. So we have 2 dishwashers and neither one works.
Wow. Like, how does that... like, are they going to reimburse you?
Well, no. So we didn't pay for it. They just they give it to us for free. But so they're supposed, but it was the wrong one that they delivered. So they're supposed to come pick it back up so that we can further the process.
Okay.
But they keep screwing up. Like one time they showed up before the window that we scheduled. One time they didn't actually schedule a pickup.
Jeez.
So yeah, Pat's over there like
I'm listening. Schedule pickup, not pickup. The Vader and the saga.
What?
I know what happened in the dishwasher. One day you're gonna come home with
Pat's ruining the podcast already. I vote you to replace him.
Okay.
All right.
Just know you also have to edit.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
I mean.
Yep.
Carter can edit.
Yeah.
Carter says hi, everybody. We also have another behind the scenes guest. We have 2. Hey, Steph. She says hi.
Steph, don't give people a finger.
There you go. He talks. You fine. Give him the whiteboard. Don't do it. I'm scared.
So how was your week?
Yeah, it was fun. Yesterday was cool. I did me and Carter filmed at the Juneteenth event. Mm-hmm. Good times, you know. Nice. It was nice outside. I thought it was gonna be like 1,000 degrees.
No, it was a good day.
Yeah, it was good.
It was at like low 70s.
Yeah, and it was like good to see, like, cause it was in Glassboro, and I grew up in Glassboro, so
right.
I got to see all my old friends. Only problem was like people don't know how to read a room, so I'm out there filming. People were walking to me, hey, "What's up, guy?" I'm like, "Bro, camera."
Happened again.
Yeah, they happened many times, but I was like, I get it. People are happy to see me, whatever.
Was that should be his name, right?
So,
am I allowed to say it? Because they don't know who I am.
Let's just say there was some technical difficulties with the audio in said event.
Trash audio.
Very.
Okay.
Garbage.
Said event.
Rubbish. Now, things happen, technically.
Right.
But it should be fixed prior. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Things happen. But at the end of the day, it was fun. It was good times. Good times.
But what's going on with you?
Well, I am, like Pat said, graphic designer for Penn Interactive.
Okay.
It's basically part of the Penn National Gaming umbrella. So we're stationed out in Vegas, Jersey, and here in Philly, in Philly as well. So what I do is what I call it is saving the graphic design world one day at a time.
Okay.
So whatever task or whatever is needed of me, they have like a ticket. So basically, I could have like 2 tickets. I could have 1 ticket. Depends on the day, really. So between that, my son who just turned 1.
My godson.
Yeah. Okay. Also his godson.
Hello.
He's at the age now where he's into everything.
Okay.
He doesn't walk, but somehow he crawls and can
gets
into
everything.
Everything.
Yeah.
So we're trying to like baby-proof everything now. So that's a fun process. And then also too battling mice. And
the saga continues.
Yeah. the house that we're renting at. I don't know what's up with the maintenance team. It's always like a slow issue. It's always it could be there could be a hole in the wall or something. And they're like, oh, we'll get back to you.
Yeah.
So it's like I finally had to like get out of character. I think it was Friday. Like I called all week. I was nice all week. You know, I was calm. I was like, okay. They were like, every time they're like, okay, we have to get back. We have to get back. So it's like, imagine the whole week they're like, yo, we have to get back to you. We got to get back to you. So it's like Friday. I wake up. I see mouse droppings and everything. I'm like, all right. I've got to like get out of character. So, you know, I made a phone call. It wasn't a nice phone call, but it got results.
Was it something like, fuck you, come pick shit up?
Along those lines, it was, you know, it was definitely, you know, I would say like, it was angry, but it wasn't. Anger? There you go.
Oh, you better than me, like, bro. I cussed them out.
It was like minimal cursing. Like, it was like some like PG cursing, not like anything rated R. I guess you could say.
It was rated M and R for mature over here. Because like I had mice issues for the longest time. I'm like, hey, I'm calling because I have mouse issue. Hey, I wake up in the middle of the night, fucking mouse right up my leg and shit. I call London myself. Remember I told you that story?
Yeah, on the record, I'm not at that level yet.
I hope you don't ever get to that level. No?
That reminds me of a story. So Adam told us one time he wakes up in the middle of the night. He felt like something bit his leg, and he like pulls his blanket off, and there's a mole in his bed had bit him.
A mole?
At like 2:00 in the morning. It was like a baby like naked mole.
Like how?
What
like
the hell possible? How did they get a naked mole?
Yo, like how do you?
Hey, yo, son. Nah, listen. Hold up, though. We're not gonna act like they're just a mole.
Like I'm not going back to
not
bed.
A snake or like a mole. A mole.
Like
a
when you say a mole, like, cause I'm thinking of like Kim Possible, Rufus.
Right. That's
the naked mole rat.
So I didn't see it, but he described it as like a mole with no hair.
Yep.
That sounds like.
So I was like,
exactly. Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
I had a Rufus here.
I'm not gonna go to bed there anymore. Like I'm moving my room somewhere else.
Right.
Like I told Seth, if there's ever a snake in our house, it's his house now. Like I'm moving.
That's bullshit.
It's his house.
I told my sister, I was like, yeah, I have an issue with mice. She was like, well, so we're not coming to your house anymore because I don't do mice. I was like, oh yeah, tell me about it. But yeah, I don't know if I told you that story. I was sleeping on the couch, minding my business, like what I do on a regular basis. And all of a sudden, I feel something in my sleep, like running up my leg. And I don't like sleeping. People, like, I don't want people touching me or whatever. So I sat up and look. See his little BS eyes looking at me like this. I said, ow! I picked him up and slammed him. Oh, instant reflex out of my sleep. I was like, ah! Bow! He gets up and starts walking around like, oh shit. I had the broom. I smacked him with the broom twice. I'm still half asleep, by the way. I'm in rage mode.
So my bad. You're the only one in that house at this point.
I live here by myself. Right. It's just me and the mic. Well, not by myself because these motherfuckers live with me. So I smacked him with the broom. The fucking handle snaps in my hand. I'm bleeding. I'm still whooping his ass. And then by the time I got him outside, I realized I was like, oh, it's a baby mouse. And then I just launched him off the step. Yeah.
So the fact that it was a baby mouse.
I felt bad because mice tend to not go near you. Adults, they're like, oh, that guy's over there and our friend. Baby mouse, like, hey, what's up? You here too? Cool. He fucked up. Somebody should have given him a heads up like, that guy?
Oh, we got it right there.
Got you.
Want to put it on the camera?
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen. Ooh,
I believe.
You see this? It was longer. This is a battle. This is a weapon.
That's what he tells all the ladies too.
It's cold that night. Yeah, that's what happens when you fuck around with me.
I mean, I'm at the point where I'm like, all the mouse can go, so they're in all one category. So it's like,
you name them yet?
No, I don't.
You're not cool like that.
No. They've got to go. Like, it's me. It's either me or.
Don't say all them because they might just. You might come in the house one day.
Don't let them know. They're gonna come.
Yeah, they're gonna. And Philly too.
But that's the thing.
They're not messing with rats.
I'm to the point where I'm the type that I'll Google or YouTube anything. So I'm like, anytime I have a question or like a thought, like, how does that work or what is that? I'll just Google or YouTube. So I've already looked up like home mouse traps.
Isn't like peanut butter or some shit? One of them.
Yeah, there is. It involves like a big bucket, a ramp. They walk up the ramp, and then you have to. You can like get a plastic bottle, or you can get a soda can, whatever. You poke a hole through the middle, and then you line the thing with peanut butter.
Okay.
And then in the bucket, you can either kill them, or you can leave them alive. You can put
alive.
Well,
There's some options here. And I'm like,
They come back.
right? Oh, we're playing the game.
Well,
I'm
that's
back.
the thing. Once, mind you, it's spinning, so
Oh.
they fall in the bucket.
Oh, that's
So
cool.
you can either, if you fill it with water, they're gonna die. If you don't want to kill them, then
That's inhumane, but
I don't want to go out like that. Drown us. You just all you trying to do
but
is
that's
eat.
exactly what he said. I'm at that point, so I'm like, yo, if I'm like in the movies or the cartoons where they like just they'll shoot the fucking mouse, like the whole like
Tom and Jerry type
point.
shit. Put the gun in the hole.
But I'm like, dude, I can't do that. So I was like, I'm to the point. I'm like, yo, like something has to be done. Like just do your job.
Did he
Do
come
your
out
job.
at all?
Huh?
Did he come out at all?
Yeah, I see him all the time.
Bro,
like
no, I mean maintenance, not the.
oh no.
Think about it. Yo, was good. What you made for breakfast? Drop that shit on
Well,
the
no,
floor.
it's at nighttime. That's the worst.
Yeah.
Like I'm chilling, and all of a sudden he
Party
pops
house.
up, and then I get up, and then he runs back, and it's the same back and forth. So I'm like, yo,
I had one pop out my oven. Like for a while, I wasn't cooking it. I was just ordering out. A lot of money wasted. But I'm in the kitchen cleaning, and I see one just pop out. He's looking at me. I'm looking at him. He's looking at me. I'm looking at him. I grab my phone. I'm like, I grab my phone. I turn it sideways. Boop. I feel him. He's looking at me, and I move down. Also, he just turns around. So I see the rest of his big ass body, and he goes back in the top of the stove. So maintenance dude came in. I was like, hey, how you doing, man? Was it good? I said, yeah. Fucking mouse popped out the stove. He was like, oh, they don't usually do that. I was like, oh, so you and you motherfuckers chill on the weekends. What you doing tomorrow? I don't know. The stove now. I'm going downstairs the oven. I was like, he's there. He popped out. I seen him. This man walked over, like, picked something up, was like, I don't see any droppings, so you should be good. I was like, you about to be the droppings that you don't see.
Go ahead.
Oh no, I was gonna say, we've had 2 different exterminators now.
Both suck ass.
Like, well, no, that's the thing. The first one sucked ass because like all he did was he just put the traps, like the poison
the little
traps.
black,
Yeah, he put them all throughout the house. So that worked for a little bit, and then they came back. So now we went with a different company, and like this guy, he was like professional. He put the stuff on his feet. He had the mask and everything, like the gloves, and like he was like all in the ground, like
my man said, he came to work.
like he was spotting like all the locations and stuff, like all the little holes. I'm like, dude, like a mouse can come out of this like little teeny ass crack.
Their body is if you look at it, you'll see.
I think it's like as long as they can get their head through it.
They can like get their body to like.
So this guy, he set up some good stuff. So far, it's I guess sort of working, but I don't know. There's a hole behind our radiator, and that's what I'm like infuriated with maintenance about.
Right.
Just cover that hole.
Right.
Did they give you steel
That'll
wool?
eliminate a lot of problem.
They give you the steel wool?
Yeah. He told me. He's like, yeah, bro, you need to get.
I'm like, no, you need to get it. That's what he said to me. I'm sorry, what?
Well, no, this is the exterminator.
Oh, I know. I told him to say, like, I was like, I don't know, you and Lakeview, y'all talk. I don't know what's going on, but that's not, you get that shit, fix that shit.
But I mean, that's, just get some.
Fix it.
Yeah, but okay.
Now, he gave me the steel wool, but I was just like, do I go to your job and say, oh, man.
I'm saying, you could just go and buy some, dude.
Or they should give it to me for free.
But, no.
Why do I gotta buy, they own this place.
I understand
They
that.
own the
So,
place.
alright, so, they'll spot you the first round.
I don't know, spot the whole
But
thing.
what do you...
No, what am I paying for?
Right, exactly. I have insurance. I have rents. Y'all cover this shit.
I understand
Gotta
that,
put a
but
hole
it's
in the wall
like,
and they worry about it? Or do I gotta, like, you know what I'm saying? That's, I feel like, I get what you're saying. I
but,
understand.
okay, what if it wears down? Then what?
Hey, yo.
That's just regular
steel wool.
maintenance.
Bring that shit up, bro.
I hear you.
Want a real bad? Like, I'm not, that shit though, like, I feel like mice look at that shit like, oh, they think this is gonna stop me from getting in. I'm gonna go around. But you got that one mouse spying dumb as shit chewing on it. Like, oh, the gums.
But we had mice when we lived in my grandparents' basement, and so we would set up traps. And
You ever hear him go off?
we did, and you hear like it's flopping around in the back. Steph's holding her ear. She's but like,
Yeah, I've heard that quite often too.
and it was a drop ceiling, and then the light was raised, so there was a clear piece. And you could see him run across through the ceiling sometimes.
Yo, nah. So 2 times. One time, I woke up and because they put the traps out or whatever, and they had like glue traps. I never used them before, so I didn't know they worked. So I go in the kitchen and I see his mouth there. He's all like this, tongue out and everything. I'm like, damn. He's struggling to death. That's sad. And I'm talking about the movie. He just goes, it looks up like a horror movie. I dropped that bitch and ran out the kitchen. I almost broke my leg, dog. I was like, oh! That's how I screamed. I hit the wall on the way out. No, that shit was so scary.
Why do we have so many mouse stories?
Jersey, I don't know. South area.
That's weird.
We just talked for like 20 minutes about mice.
That's between Jersey and Philly. That lets you know, like,
it's not good.
No, I'd rather mice than rats.
Well, yeah, that's.
But the Pikachu's walking around your house, I'm good.
You ever see Scary Movie 3 with Anthony Anderson and Kevin Hart? They're like, if it's outside, it's a rat. But if it comes inside, it was a rat before it came in. But now it's a mouse.
You remember we were in North? Like, I don't know if you were walking with me today. It might have just been Carter. Do you remember that? There was this big ass dog. You know it's big when it hits something. It was he hit the tire. He hit the tire and boom.
Carter's saying it like this.
I was like, what, was that Raichu? What the hell was that? He was like, oh yeah. Like, cause he's from New York and shit. He was like, oh, that was a rat. I was like, why did you say it like that? No, the worst one you were here. I was sitting there playing, I don't remember what we were playing. Carter calmly goes, yeah, so a rat just ran by, a mouse ran behind the TV. Just like that. I'm like, what? Wait, say what? He was like, yeah, just ran behind the, I just didn't go over there. What? What do you mean? What? He was like, are you afraid of mice? Yeah, I'm afraid of motherfucking mean. I wasn't to now. Because I hear him crawling. I'm in the bathroom, doing my thing, and I hear him crawling to the walls. And I feel like they just plotted them. They're like, yeah, we're going to put a hole right here while you're in the bathroom.
I definitely feel like they have some type of meeting.
They do. They know what they're doing.
Yeah.
They know what they're doing.
Like,
they know they're in charge.
Geese do too. Geese, they do the same thing. There's a lot around here. And apparently, when they have babies,
they don't hiss at you.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I'm out here about to go ball. I'm walking to the court, and I see them all the time. I'm like, hey guys, But there was like 20 of them. And I walk in and they start hissing. And I was like, I don't know what that means. So... Yeah. I saved it. And then one turn with the eye cocked this way. I was like, nah, I'm good. Y'all do what you do. Enjoy your church. I'm going to go the other way around.
We had a roach looking thing in our apartment in Newark. And it was me.
Did you say roach looking thing?
Yeah, because it flew. So I don't think roaches fly.
No, they do.
Yeah, they fly?
They come in many varieties.
It was me, Sean, Tony, Omar, and Taheem. And it chased us around the room.
Yeah.
We dropped a whole case of water on it and then picked it up and it flew away.
You thought it was over?
And you, imagine Tony running around going, ah!
Oh man.
Tony was funny as shit, yo. Oh shit. No, me and Carter. Those what do you call that? The lantern flies.
Yeah.
And they're all out of nowhere. Everybody's like, kill them, they're poisonous or whatever. So I go pick him up from his house. It was sitting in my car, the window down, and all of a sudden one goes flies in and lands on my leg. So I smack it. It goes up, lands on Carter's leg. He looks at me, looks at me, goes, ah!
I also just want to touch on real fast. He warned you that I touch people. He just touched you twice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
so BS.
I definitely noticed that. That's not usual behavior. Like most of the time when me and Pat hang out, there's no.
He's thinking about it all the time.
I see that. Like question mark. Yep.
So question for you: is there a movie?
The Friends touch.
Friends touched Elijah.
Is that from The Thing?
It's from. Oh man. Okay, so it was me, him, our friend Gina and Janice. We're all in the car. They're fucking with Carter. I'm doing nothing, but I got in trouble for being there. So
don't be there.
This is what they did. They touched him, and he's just like, and they're like, "What are you getting mad for?" Friends touched Elijah, and I'm dying laughing. He's like, "I hate everybody in this car. You're all horrible individuals. You're horrible people." And I didn't even do nothing.
Well, it had nothing to do with that. He just finally felt comfortable telling you were a terrible person.
He didn't want to just say it to me, so
yeah.
I appreciate you for sparing my feelings. I didn't cry about that later on or nothing.
I'm sure it did.
Shut up. I'm not crying, you're crying. But no, is there like a movie that you, like a Father's Day movie type, or a movie that you were a kid that you watched with your dad?
Growing up with my dad, he's like me. We're into the same things, like comic books, comic book heroes, so everything between Marvel, DC, everything, everything under the sun. I can remember going to the movies to see just about everything between. You had the Mortal Kombats, both of them. Power Ranger movies.
Ivan News.
Yeah.
That nigga was selling lean to people.
just about everything. It was anything that had like action or adventure.
Mm-hmm.
Like we were there.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like any one particular movie.
Okay.
I would definitely say just like anything like cartoon superhero related.
Right.
But definitely Batman. That's what we. Batman is like our thing. Like we both love
Right.
Batman. Like I remember my dad. He had this Batman shirt growing up, and I was like, yo, it was a dope ass Batman shirt. To be real with you, but I was just like, man, like whenever he would wear it, that was like cool to me. So I was like, man,
Right.
But he wouldn't wear it often. So I was like, every time he would, I'm like, yo, that's dope.
Yeah.
So
That's for me it was the Justice League. Like we did like Spider-Man stuff like that.
Like
but
the show Justice League?
Yeah,
The cartoon version.
Yeah.
That was a good show.
Yeah, we used to we watched that so many times. We used to always watch it. That and Demolition Man, the Expendables, the Replacements, and
with Keanu Reeves.
yeah, and Waterboy.
It's a very wide range of
Yeah.
movies
No, my
there.
dad was he was did all different stuff. Like him and Sherry too. My sister too were all different things, but that's what we always watch. Like one thing is like no matter what, we could watch a movie and laugh about it.
Okay.
It could be the worst day ever. We'll just watch something stupid on TV and just laugh. So and then working out in the gym, that was always his thing. So I was always in the gym. Not recently, but you know.
Well, we didn't want to say it, but it's obvious.
Your mom thinks I'm cool.
Mama?
Mama. What about you?
So my dad worked nights when I was growing up. He was a cop, so he worked overnight shift a lot. But I guess it was like 98, 99 when they put the Star Wars movies back out in theaters because Phantom Menace was coming out.
Right.
So I was 8 years old. I don't remember being to the movies with him other than to see like Batman and Robin, but that was like a group thing. But for the first time, he took me to the movies to see A New Hope. And that was like our thing for a while. I found out he hates Star Wars. I don't know why. I don't know why.
Good for you.
I don't know. I didn't even know what that was. So but he took me.
He probably was like watched it, which was like shit. I fucking look at the smiling. Damn it.
Yeah,
When it was
he
the next
brought me.
episode?
I liked it, so he brought me to see the next two, and then we saw Phantom Menace when it came out. So that, and then he used to watch this movie all the time called Hamburger Hill, which is a movie about Vietnam.
I thought it was about hamburgers.
Yeah, it's the name of the hill is Hamburger Hill. But sorry, Pat.
It's okay.
Sorry to disappoint. No food. But
Sorry, not sorry.
Sucks to suck, bro.
But it's about like the buddies battling the Vietnam War, and I feel like I saw him watching that on TV like numerous times. I don't think I've ever seen it all the way through, and I probably like the early '90s or mid '90s last time I saw any part of it. But yeah,
I remember you asked me a question about a movie that like resonated with you. Do you have or do you? Answer that question first?
I asked you, so answer.
Oh, for me it was Into the SpiderVerse.
Okay.
That The Pursuit of Happiness was another one. Into the SpiderVerse because it was just like. It's not spoiler. It's been out for years. Anyway, so
Yeah, you can't spoil it now. Wait, Into the Spider-Verse?
yeah.
Don't ruin that for me. I haven't seen that yet.
Are you fucking with me?
No, I'm not.
For real?
For real, I haven't seen it yet.
Wait.
Ask Steph. I know that's sad. I have it on Blu-ray.
You know what? That's okay. I can use another Spider-Man movie because
Okay.
it's every origin superhero story. You
Right.
got to figure out who you are, and then
Right.
you have your up and downs, and you know.
Yeah.
And that's why I liked it because it's kind of like life for you. Just like I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, but I think I'm going this direction, and then you go in that direction, and all of a sudden something happens. Just like how do I adapt to this? And then eventually
Right.
you get through it. You're just like, oh, I can do this. You become confident in yourself.
Right.
The Pursuit of Happiness is because like he was a single. Well, he wasn't at first. Wait, did you see that?
No, I have not seen
Ah, Jesus. Okay.
Oh man.
that. I'm the worst movie guy. I haven't seen all
You
these
write
good
reviews
movies.
for movies.
I have like
Review.
like 1,000
Review
reviews
them
on my
before you
site.
Pursuit of Happiness. That was.
It was good.
I think you would really like.
I've heard nothing but good things about it, and I've heard nothing but good things about Spider-Verse.
So, don't talk about any one of those.
You can talk about that one. I'm not
Are
ready
you sure?
on that one.
I'm
Yeah.
not gonna go.
I feel like I've heard things about that. I don't remember what, but
Well, basically, it's just like he was a father struggling to take care of his son.
Yeah.
Like struggling, like he was trying to get a job, didn't work out. Like they was like living together in different areas or whatever, and he was just kept moving, kept going. Like he didn't want to break down in front of his son.
Yeah, and it's his actual son. It's Jaden, right?
Yeah. And it's like
I think this was their first film actually together.
I think it was.
Right. And to me, that kind of like touched me because like growing up with my dad, he was a single, was me and my sisters, and we went through a lot of different stuff. But for me, I was like, I'm with my dad. We're getting on a bus. This is cool. You know what I mean? And as an adult, you're just like, oh wow, that was a bad situation we had to be in, but we got through it.
Right.
So it was like from a kid standpoint, it's just like you look at your parent as a superhero. You're like, and then like you said with the shirt, you know what I mean? So it's just like he did that. We got through it, or whatever. Then as like an adult watching it, it's like, damn. That's tough. Like, you know, like you're a new parent, so you're just like, that's my son. I have to, you know what I mean? So
you know it's a good movie when you watch it as a kid and like it's fun and you can enjoy that aspect of it. And then when you grow up, you're like, oh shit, like that's way deeper than I realized.
Right.
Yeah, that's a good movie when stuff like that happens.
You know what I hate in real life? When you're a kid and you're like, I can't wait to be an adult. Who the fuck?
Stupid.
That was the dumbest shit I've ever went through in my life. Like I was telling my niece that she's like, I can't wait. I said, don't finish that sentence. Shut up.
It's like, what is it? And Billy Madison, he's like, I can't wait to go to high school. He's like, don't you ever say that.
Stay young forever. It's just crazy because it's like you really want to grow up, and I'm like, I want to go down. You fight, go nap when you're a kid. Now you're like, yo, what's up? You automatically fall asleep. There's no napping. Like I miss energy. I miss being able to go out, party, and get up and go to work and be fine. Now I'm just like, yo. Remember we drunk 2 weeks ago? Yeah. Still recovering. Like, you know what I mean? It's just, like you said, you used to run.
I can't. I run. My knee gets jacked up. I sprain my ankle. Like, I can't run.
Shit happens.
I told you, like, my knee was inverted when I would stop running. Like, there was, like, a huge dimple in my knee.
My knee came out of place today when I was in Walmart. And I'm laying on the car, like, it, like, pops slightly out. I was just like, okay, cool. I'm over there sweating. And Carter calls me. He goes, you still warm? I was like, yeah. Still here. Where are you at? I was like, put your chicken out. Poultry up over the chicken. And he was all right, cool. I'm just sitting there like, I can't.
So did anybody like come out, like walk by you or no?
Yeah, I don't think, how you doing? I'm probably sweating bullets. Like, hey.
Are you like sitting on the ground?
I'm standing. I'm leaning on the cart. I felt it pop out. I was like, okay. This is going to
too much weight on there.
But really,
so nobody was like, hey, you good? Like, you okay? Like.
One lady looked like she was concerned, but I think she thought I was like crazy or having a seizure or something. She just kept going. But I was just like, so I like turned and it popped back in, and I was like,
man.
Ooh. By the time he came over there, I was like, all right. Damn. Cool. Yeah, dog, it just sucks.
And this particular knee, how did you injure that knee exactly?
Ooh. No, apparently, so my first knee injury, it all started from 3rd grade.
Okay.
I was playing kickball. And I was running to the base, and somebody threw the ball, and I hopped over it. But like the ball, like it hit the base, so I kind of stepped on the ball. So when I stepped on the ball, I fell. But you know, you 3rd grade, you fall, you bounce back up. I was doing martial arts, I was doing football, and then one day I'm like, yo, I'm walking. My dad was like, what's wrong? I was like, my knee hurts. I don't know what's going on. Go to the doctors. They're like, oh, your knee's out of place. I was like, okay, well, what do we have to do? So we're gonna put it back in place. I was like, is it gonna hurt? He was just like, yep. On 3. I was like, you said 3. He was like, you would have flinched. I was just like, yo, I fucking hate it here. And then, but since then, when I was younger, my whole like, what's it called?
Equilibrium?
No, your foundation is off. Like both are out of place because of that. Because I healed incorrectly.
I mean, it's kind of equilibrium.
No, because if you just like that's off, you can't stand up. You're fucked. This is like I can still walk, but it's just like slightly out of place.
Okay.
That's it. Like Jenga. You can still have the whole thing stand up.
Okay.
You're comparing yourself to Jenga?
I'm just telling, you know what? I'm a grown ass man. I don't gotta explain shit to y'all. Y'all can eat a dick.
That's an interesting game, like Jenga, like all games.
When you fall, the big ass Jenga piece might take you 6 years to hit the ground. What is that though? When top people fall, y'all be like, especially in sports, you be like, 6 years later,
Cause
and then y'all hit the ground and shatter everything.
Because that's why it takes so long to try not to do that.
You have to brace yourself. So it's like when we're bracing ourselves, it's like it's a whole lot like more.
Bro, we bounce back up. We tiny.
Yeah, like you're. So it's like you just like and then that's that. You hit the ground, but
compared to like if Steph falls, she's gonna fall that far.
Yeah.
Step back further go. So, want to take a break?
Yeah, let's take a quick break. Come back, do part 2.
Part 2.
Let's do it. Welcome back to episode 8 of Cinema Ave. We have our guest with us, Neil. Pat's still here, unfortunately. I'm still Kyle.
I am the shit. I don't know.
That's
it.
it. That's all you have to say.
That's all I need to say. There's nothing else to talk about.
Happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day.
Father's
So,
Day.
okay, since you are a new father, this is technically...
He's not a new father. This is his second Father's Day.
Yeah.
You don't
Is this mic on?
You don't.
I know what I'm saying.
Don't
He's new to the game. It's his second year, but there's a lot yet to learn.
Yeah, I would say this is like...
God, he's still fresh in there.
Yeah, I would say like that. Like last year was my freshman year, so this is like
So let me ask you a
the
question.
sophomore year.
Do y'all have the whole, I changed poo diapers, you change pee type thing?
No, like we just take turns. We just go off like our vibe. Like okay, I got it. It's never like, yo,
It's your turn.
Yeah,
What do I have to do it?
Yeah, it's just like whoever gets it first, kind of. I just try to make that a point to not have like everything fall on the missus, and I would say it's a year in, it's going pretty well. Happy wife, happy life, as they would say. So
unhappy wife gets stabbed with a knife. That's the new one.
Yeah, that could possibly be a t-shirt.
She hates that saying. She hates happy wife, happy life.
It's supposed to be a happy house, happy spouse.
Yeah, that one.
Is that what it is?
That's realistically that's what it is with house too.
That's
his
more
wife is
fair.
awesome.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, that's how it's supposed to be.
Both people are happy.
That's what we're supposed to be. I don't understand how relationships be like that. Oh, you were upset. Sucks to suck, bro. Go get me something from the store. It's like, damn, dog, can I cry? No, you being a bitch. That and it's, it's bad that a lot of us men are conditioned to believe that it's okay.
Yeah.
That's what gets me. Like, nah, I'm not doing that. Oh, you a bitch. I'm a bitch for not allowing myself to be unhappy in a relationship and taking it.
True.
I'm wrong for that. Oh, okay.
True. It is, peace of mind. Peace of mind is key. So, obviously, if you're not happy in the relationship, it's not fair to that person or yourself, for that matter, to continue it. And you just got to be real, if you're like, hey, if it's not working, unfortunately, it's not working. It sucks. It's not the end of the world, though. But it's like, it's better to, instead of, like, dragging it on, and you're like 25 years in, and then you're like, hey.
I hate this motherfucker.
It's better to rip the Band-Aid off. And
when he goes to sleep, I hope he don't get up the next day.
Yeah. So it's...
No, but it is better. Like, it's like breakups suck. Breakups suck. No, really, like sometimes you don't know, like you're too close to see everything, so you're just like, oh man, and then like you break up with that person, and you're just like, oh shit, I'm actually doing better without them.
Yeah.
So it's just crazy how like someone can emotionally drain you and you don't even realize it's happening, and you're so used to being one that carry everything on your shoulders. So
it's because like when you're so involved in a relationship for like a long period of time, it's like it's like you're intertwined. So it's like you're still trying to pull away from that, from the past in a sense. So it's tough. It takes time. We've all had tough relationships.
You see my sagas. Shit.
So it does take time, but there is a rainbow at the end of
I don't even like Lucky Charms. I don't want no rainbow.
Well,
You don't like Lucky Charms?
No.
What? Why?
No.
wait, it sounds like you have like something happen.
Yeah, you sound like you have nightmares about a leprechaun or something.
Yeah, like
Lucky funny as shit, though. It's chalky marshmallows to me. That's why I don't like the taste.
I mean,
Oh,
it is.
like it.
Yeah.
I like the taste.
The theme song in the commercial is fire. You know what I feel bad for? The rabbit.
Why?
Give us he just want to try the cereal. Like,
Yeah, right? It's his cereal. He can't even eat it.
Right. Like, give the little motherfuckers he'll probably leave you the fuck alone. You go, hey, try this. You probably this is what y'all eating? I'm gonna hop over here, I'm out. Just let him try. I just never understood that. Like,
I'm not a big fan of cereal in general, I feel like.
nah?
I like really plain cereals. Like, I would eat like just Rice Krispies with nothing on it. I don't put milk on
Why do
cereal
you
either.
hate yourself so much?
Milk.
I hate milk. Milk is the nastiest thing.
Are you okay? You need help? Is he...
Steph also
Blake.
hates milk. If you drink milk, you're a psychopath.
Like any kind of milk, like chocolate milk.
Chocolate and strawberry milk are more acceptable.
What about ice cream?
Oh, okay.
That's
right?
fine. That's different. That's
Okay.
very different.
You talk about straight out the
Straight
cow?
milk.
That's like, it's kind of like people don't like ketchup, but they like tomato sauce. Like, it tastes different. It's a different
yeah,
form, different
yeah.
texture. Plain milk,
My mom used to get mad at me when I was a kid about that. I was like, I don't like tomatoes. You like ketchup? I'm like, it's not the same, bro.
Yeah, I'm that weird kid too. Like I don't like tomato slices, but I'll eat them diced. But I won't. Yeah,
That's weird.
I know somebody like that with lettuce. They won't put like a whole thing of lettuce on a sandwich, but you have to chop it up and it's good to them.
oh shit.
You ever like see someone who just doesn't try things and they automatically think it's gross?
Yes.
Yeah.
My niece cracks me up with that because I'm like, Kimmy, won't try? She's like, no. I'm like, why did you make that face? You didn't try it yet. She's like, looks nasty. I was like, it's not nasty. I love her for it because like she just goes like her whole face. She's like, no, I'm good. No, thank you.
I will try anything. When I was younger, there was a time when I was like, I don't like mushrooms. I'm gonna eat mushrooms. And my uncle was like, you ever had mushrooms? I was like, no. He was like, how you know you don't like them? So I tried them and I was like, oh shit, like these are not bad.
Yeah, growing up, between my mom and my dad, they kept it kind of very basic. So I have a good friend. Like I'm basically like their fifth son, I guess you could say in a sense. So they always had.
They needed another one.
You sure they didn't want to just stop there?
But they always had like a variety of food. So like between vegetables and different just everything. So it's like that's where like I got like the love of like different types of food from them. Because growing up with my mom and my dad, it's like basic. It's good, but it's like it's very in the box. So it's like
my dad's very picky. My sister's very picky. So we had mashed potatoes and chicken every night.
Yeah.
I was like,
do you still like mashed potatoes?
I still like them. I don't want them all the time though.
Like, cause there's some people who like they eat that and then when they get it, like,
I get tired of it. Like,
it's like working at a fast food restaurant. You're like, I don't want to eat this shit anymore.
Right, like I want pork chops or I want something else. I don't want just
fucking pork chops.
Kind of like how you are with Wawa.
Yeah.
You don't like Wawa?
I love Wawa.
He loves
hoagies.
Wawa, but I worked there for 4 years and their hoagies, I can't eat them anymore. Like even now, I can't eat them.
anyway.
Huh?
And they've declined.
They have.
That's what everyone says. I'm like,
you went where it was because you was in Florida before Wawa was there, so you went years without eating Wawa. So now you're back. You're just like, oh man, it's delicious.
well, yeah. I mean, obviously, but that I feel like that's everything. Everything food wise is not the same as it used to be.
Right.
That's fair.
You know,
I prefer Primos though. Hoagies.
I love Primos.
Yeah.
Seth doesn't
Primos
like
pretty good.
Primos.
No.
Primos is my favorite. Then Jersey Mike's. I
Okay.
love Jersey Mike's. Their buffalo chicken cheesesteak. Oh my god.
Was that? Is it Jersey Joe's the one that we went to? Dog, I gotta take you guys one day. It's near my sister's house. A place called Jersey Juice. All right, so I went in there. I got a cheesesteak, fried eggs, and I was like, "Have ketchup?" The dude was like, "Don't put ketchup in my sandwich." I was like, "I'm about to eat. It's my I'm paying for it."
Like, I'll pay for the
He was
ketchup.
like, "Don't put ketchup." I was like, "Okay." I bit the sandwich, and I was like, "I see why I offended you. I apologize for my outburst, sir." That sandwich, like, I never ate a cheesesteak that didn't require ketchup. Like it was
like no cheese whiz or nothing.
just straight like the cheese and everything, but you know, I put ketchup on there after just straight cheesesteak by itself.
Oh, you live in Philly, so what's your opinion on the best cheesesteak?
I mean, obviously you have the basic answers. People are going to always
touristy
say
spots.
Right, so like your Jims and your Pats, and they are a decent cheesesteak, but you can definitely get quality, elsewhere and for less the price. Like the price for Jims and Pats is like ridiculous. Like it's like between gas prices and cheesesteak prices, like come on now. Like
I feel like gas prices are starting to ruin friendships. Like you trying to hang out? Nope. We can Skype. You want to put online?
Like, these gas prices touching like $5. I'm like, dude, that's
like the one time I was trying to come to you, Carter was like, "Yo, I can give you like $10." I said, "You realize that's $5 for
That's
one
gonna take me to the end of the street.
and $5 to cross the bridge. I'll be able to get there.
Bro.
I'm not coming back." Like,
and that's bad. $10
bad.
used to be able to get you.
I be looking at my
something.
tank now, like, "Yo, put 20 regular in there," and then look at it just like, "Oh man, fuck."
Yeah.
It's bad when you have to factor that into whether or not you can afford stuff. Like,
Yeah.
Am I going to eat today and put gas in
Can
my
I go
car?
out to dinner? Well, can I get there?
These are the questions.
My car be like, I be trying to drive, but it will lock the doors. You got gas money? Like, damn, dog, like, let me get in.
I remember I used to be able to fill my tank up from almost empty, like for like $20, and I was at a quarter, and it cost me $55 the other day.
I haven't
That's
filled
no
my
good.
tank in a while. Like 20 was like for me too. And I was telling the dude, I was like, it's probably like 40, 45. He was like, that's not that bad. I was shit of him, dog. I said, you know what I said to what it is now? Oh, it's not that bad. I was like, all right, sir, you have a good day.
Yeah.
Corey's mom with a pickup truck, so has a bigger tank.
Why would you do it to
She
yourself?
took a picture. It was $102. She's like, I wasn't on empty either.
Oh my goodness.
I feel bad for people who drive a Hummers or
Yes.
like SUVs stuff like
Right.
that. Like, Why do you need a Hummer?
I don't think there's any benefit to a Hummer.
There really isn't. It's just it's a statement. Like
That's what it is.
You know, I got a Hummer. Like even they got a LeBron James commercial now. So like people,
they still make Hummers.
Yeah. They showed it all throughout like the NBA playoffs and the finals.
But it's like, where are you going?
They promote the Hummer commercial like all the time, and LeBron is in it, and it has Missy Elliott playing in the background.
Well, that would make me want it less with LeBron in there.
My whole thing is like, my question is like, you know how you have like cars that go like 275 miles per hour or whatever. Where are you driving at? That speed limit is like,
right.
Not in the USA. You go out the country. Like,
I'm just saying though, so you gotta buy this expensive ass car to just go out the country to drive it?
Well, I mean,
that's dumb money. That's when you got dumb money to do shit like that.
Well, yeah. You figure overseas, they have all these like wide ranging, like wide hills and all these wide turns. So it's like you could use the car,
the Autobahn. So
yeah.
But then it's like
here it's like
this lady pulled up in a Maserati. I'm like, oh shit, this is nice. I don't want to touch the car. She just fill it up regular. I was like, I was like, yeah. She leaves my boyfriend's car fill it regular. I was like, I guarantee you, if you want to
be your boyfriend,
that's what I told her. I was like, you want to have him as your man still? Don't put regular in it. But if it's so expensive, I was like, let me tell you something.
You know how much it's gonna cost you to fix this car when you put regular in it?
So like this other lady, she had it was a brand new like pickup truck. It was all orange, brand new. And you know them poles in front of the gas stations, like those poles, like you could hit that pole and nothing would happen to the pole. This lady backed up, and her whole right side from the top to the beginning to the back was all bumped out. She goes, "Oh my God, how's the pole?" I said, "Fuck the pole."
It's plastic.
But then she was just like, "This is my boyfriend's car. I don't know what to do." I said, "No, she's with her husband." I said, "Don't go home.
Don't go home."
She said he just got it the other day. I said, "Do not go home." I was like, "Dog."
Didn't you have somebody go and put diesel in their car or something?
That was the funniest shit, and I don't feel bad for them.
Because you warned him, right?
I was trying to, but he was not listening. Like, he pulled up to the diesel, and I'm like, he's honking his horn. I'm like, I'm telling him to come over here. And he's just like looking at me, gets out the car. He has a Honda Civic. He just pumps his car, and I'm just like, well, technically you can pump diesel in Jersey. I don't gotta watch you. So I'm in the room drinking my soda, watching this shit. All of a sudden, I was like, he was like, "Oh my God, I put diesel." I was like, "Oh man, wow, what do you do?" Don't call AAA. You know? I said, "Your engine's probably fucked because you tried to start it." So, oh my God, I'm like, read, just read what you're doing.
At least he didn't snap on you.
Wait, why my sagas?
Well, no, like well, that too. But like nowadays, people will snap on you for anything. Mm-hmm. So it's like
that's why like people are like, oh, people who work in like retail or whatever. I was like, I don't think you understand the effort it takes for people who work in retail to not punch you dead in your face for talking to them a certain way. I feel like everybody at least one time in their life needs to have a retail job.
Yeah.
Because getting disrespected for 8 hours a day, and you know what sucks? You can have one great customer or 5,000, and that one motherfucker will fuck up your whole day.
He'll just ruin the whole thing.
Yeah.
When I went to the liquor store the other day, the first group of customers I had, they didn't speak any English. We had security on Fridays. He carded them all. The one girl didn't have ID. So he was like, you can come in, because we sell like sodas and candies and stuff, but you can't buy any alcohol.
Right.
She didn't know what he said. So she walked up and she put it down on the counter. And I saw what she put down. Everybody else put different things down. So I was like, you can buy all these things, but you can't have that. And I hit it. And she was like, huh? I'm like, where's your ID? And she was like, huh? I'm like,
identification.
So
did you start yelling louder?
This is the universal thing. Like, you go like this, like they know you want an ID.
That's not what I do. Depending on how you.
That's why she was getting upset, because I was like, but she was like, I was like, sorry, can't buy this. So I hid it in the back. And the rest of them pay. They move this far, so nobody else can put stuff down. Mm-hmm. And then he takes out the bottle of wine, and he goes, I was like, what? And he was like, And I'm like, you want a bigger bottle? And somebody else happened to have a bigger bottle, and he points. And I was like, yeah, you can go buy it, or you can exchange it. Mm-hmm. And he was like, I was like, no, get out of here. I'm done. That was my first customer. I was like, I can't do 4 more hours of this.
Excuse you guys, I'm going home.
Like,
what was your worst like retail experience?
Mine, probably before I got my job that I have now. I worked at AutoZone. So
get it, son.
It was everything. Like everything under the sun happened at AutoZone, especially imagine in Philly. So
I forgot.
yeah, so like I've stopped customers from stealing batteries, like a little
Let them big ass car
battery. Like I literally
don't you gotta get it from you from behind the counter?
Like that's the thing. They're not behind the counter at AutoZone. They're on this big wall. As soon as you walk in,
and you're the manager,
right there.
So it's your responsibility.
Right.
You better than me. I'm like.
So like me, I saw him, and he was trying to go down the aisle, and I didn't let him, and I kind of nudged him because they're always like, you're not supposed to touch him. So it's like me, I pick and choose. Obviously, who
won't stop you? Like 6'4" anyway. So,
but you gotta pick and choose. You gotta be smart. You gotta be like, all right, he should be cool. He's not gonna.
He might shoot me.
Right.
He should be cool.
Right, he's not gonna pull nothing out or nothing. So it's like I've stopped people from batteries. I've worked with other managers. They've actually chased people outside. I'm not chasing you outside.
No.
Like once you get outside, I'm like, all right,
you won.
Yeah, So I would say everything. The check engine. That is, I hate that. Like, and it's free. It's a free service, so it's like it's cool when you're not working there and you get the service, but when you actually have to perform the service and it's like all day, you're on an 8-hour shift or even longer sometimes. Mm-hmm. And it could be a check engine. Can I get my check engine? And then it's like you have a big ass line.
Right.
Can I get my check engine? You're going to have to wait, sir or miss. Like, I'm sorry. We got to get this line down. As soon as it's down, we can get somebody out to you. And then sometimes we couldn't get the people out. Like, they'd be mad. And I'm just like, you see this line? Like, come on. Like, I'm sorry. We can't just stop production to do this service. Like, yeah, I understand you trying to figure out what's wrong, but you gotta bear with us. So I would say that my last retail job.
I'm trying to think. Because there's 2 different ones for me. 3 different ones for me. I'll go for the first one. The first one was at Sam's Club.
Okay.
I was working in a cafe. This dude comes in early in the morning. So we don't have like $20 bills or whatever in the drawer. I forget what it was. But he asked me for change. I gave him change. He said that I kept the rest of his money. Because I opened it, I was like, you didn't give me anything. I said, so you took my money. And I'm like, I didn't take your money. It's like, I opened the drawer. He said, you put it in your pocket. I was like, that's when I got mad. I don't steal. I don't need to steal, whatever. And I was like, motherfucker, what you have in your hand, I make more by the end of the day. I didn't steal shit from you.
Right.
So he's getting loud and shit. And we arguing. He was like, oh, you think you tough or whatever, right? I was like, no, hop over. By all means, please come across the counter. We can talk about on this side of the counter. Because he kept talking on the sheets. I'll fuck you up. My manager was like, what's going on? I was like, he said I stole from him, whatever. And he smelled horrible, too. Like, he ain't washed his ass. So I probably said some shit price and said, I was like, you need to take that money and go buy some stuff in your fucking ass. Probably should have said that, but fuck it. Don't care.
You said that?
Yes, man. I don't, like, how long you know me? There's no fucking giving. So my manager goes upstairs, he's counting the money or whatever, and I'm just sitting there waiting for him. He's just walking back and forth. You kids, they take y'all tough. And I'm trying to ignore him just cleaning. That's when he was like, I'll fuck you up. And I turned around, I was like, I'm just letting you know now. As soon as your foot hits this counter, it is close to me, I'm gonna fuck you up. He was like, what? I was like, I was laughing the whole time. I said, please come across this counter. My other manager over there, like, yo, Pat, chill. I was like, nah, this is self-defense. By all means, come across the counter. So the lady came downstairs and was like, Pat's right, there's something missing out of his drawer. He put it in his pocket, and they took him out of the store because he had to leave.
Yeah.
That, working for Amazon, that was terrible. Both either driving in the warehouse was like a slave ship. That was horrible. Trying to explain things to people over the phone is, like, between selling and repairing is the worst thing ever.
Yeah.
Yes, it's like playing, what is it called? Guess Who, whatever. You got, and it's like, and the thing is, like, people just don't know their own technology. That's what makes me mad. What kind of TV you have? Xfinity. It's not a TV. It's a cable box. And people would literally throw the remote control that came like away. The one that came with their TV, just throw it away. I'm like, that. Why would you do that? Well, I have Xfinity. I was like, there's different options and things with your remote control that you need. Okay, well, I can't help you. Can I speak to the manager? By all means, he can't help you either. But here you go. And it was just like just getting yelled at nonstop all day, every 5 minutes, because different customers every 5 minutes on the phone. And you get old people, you get ignorant people, racist people, everybody on the phone. And then they constantly change shit in the middle of the shift. Like, you'd be like, oh, we have HBO. All of a sudden, HBO got dropped. So now you got customers calling in. I was watching my show and the channel just turned off. And you're just like, yeah. I hate Comcast. I want to be like, yo, me too. It's a fucking place, but you can't say that.
Right.
So it was just like that. That was just enough for me. So now I'm just trying to like, as you know, trying to be in my field, doing video, doing this.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I had one recently at the liquor store where a lady came in. Apparently, she was on a list of people that wasn't allowed to be served. I didn't know that. I don't know. They're like, that white lady can't be served. 5,000 white people came in today. I don't know. Like
that one.
I'm supposed to know which one you're talking about. Yeah. So she comes in, and I'd already rung her up when the manager got over and was like, can't serve her. And she's like, why not? I'm like, I don't know. Because she said so.
You put on like, it. Like it wasn't he was like, I don't know what to do with my hand.
I was like, I don't know. And she's like, I don't know why. General manager told me that you can't be served here. And she's like, well, if you can't give me a reason, then you're being discriminatory. Like, she's like, my ass. I was like, oh, well, okay. So I go to grab the bottle, and she tries to grab it out of my hand, and we played like tug of war for a couple seconds. And I was like, you know what? They're not going to pay me if I save this bottle. There you go. Like,
yeah.
Just let her. Like, why'd you let her have the bottle?
Yeah.
Because she falls over and hits her head. It's my fault. The bottle breaks and she cuts herself. It's my fault.
Technically.
So she throws like some money on the counter and walks out. She just walks down. She didn't even have a car. She walks down the street with the bottle. Like,
oh, her day was rough. She was trying to get started right.
But apparently she had caused issues in there before, which is why she wasn't allowed to be served. So this wasn't like a new thing.
Yeah.
So we also had a guy one time. He comes in and he's definitely like coked out or something, and he's like kind of like this at the counter with all the shots laid out.
Wide eyes and everything.
And he's like, and we're like, can we help you?
He flared up.
Woo! And he was like, how much is this shot? And we're like,
was he sweating a lot too?
Like I don't know, but he was a weird looking dude. And it says 99 cents. He's like, so it costs 99 cents. I was like, plus tax, so it's $1.06. And he's like, I don't know if I have enough. So he takes all of his money. He's got like matches and lints and a whole bunch of trash. And he's like going through the crap in his like a paper clip. Matches, like
that's always fun.
And he was like,
that's always fun, yeah.
How much is the shot? And we're like, we just told you it's $1.06 with tax. And
see, I would have respected the cheat off the like, get the fuck off the counter, you can't afford it.
We're like, he can't do it. Like he can't do anything because he wasn't being rude. He was just like out of his mind.
There, yeah.
So he puts the shot down on the counter, and he puts the money down on the counter, and he had like a couple dollars. He had more than enough money, and he doesn't do anything. He just stands there, and we like took the money. He paid because we took it, and then he just stood there. So finally we get him to leave. We're like, you paid, you can go now. He's hiding behind a bush in the front, in the parking lot. Some dude walks in and goes, there's somebody hiding back there. Every time a car pulls up, he ducks behind the bush. And so I walk out, and I'm like, yo, he can't be here anymore. And his response is,
what was he on?
I don't know. I don't know, but he's hiding behind the bush on the right-hand side of the floor. And I go out, and there he is. Sure as shit, he's standing there behind the bush. I was like, you can't be here anymore. Like, go. He's like, and he goes, I'm not homeless.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Because nobody asked you. You just... Why are you so defensive? I'm not homeless. Nobody
I didn't
ask. Nobody...
You're scaring the customers. You're hiding behind a bush. Like, and then he walked across Route 130 and went home.
No, I worked overnight at Wawa in Burlington. So between Burlington. And they always had me do it because I'm outside. Oh my God, Pat, there's someone standing in front of the store. Can you tell them to leave? I was like, I'm not. Fine. Yeah. One dude, he's just going around asking back for money or whatever. He smelled weird too. So I'm just trying to give him a heads up, like, yo, you can't do that because they're gonna call the cops. I don't want you to cops on you. He was, oh man, just mind your business. And I was like, bro, I don't want you to get locked up because that's what's gonna happen. That's especially these cops around here. Yeah, they gonna lock your ass up, maybe a little more. So the lady was like, thank you, walks away. So I turn around and he grabs my arm and said, you can't just let that go one time. And I was like, who? I was like, sir, if you let the way your hand operates, I advise you to get off my arm. He was like, what? And I just snapped. I just snapped. And my manager see me taking off my shirt. And he was like, what you doing, Pastor? I'm about to fuck this dude up. When I walk in, he was like, I'm about to fuck this guy up. My manager started like dude, I pushed dude. He gets on a bite. I try to kick his tire and shit. My manager comes outside and was like, hey, yo, chill. I was like, you touched me, dog. You just outlook, man. Look.
Yo, Pat.
I might have short fuse a little bit sometimes.
We've discussed this.
I am older.
We've discussed this numerous times.
I'm very zen now. I don't, you know.
No, I feel like I can deal with most of it. Like I get super annoyed, but if you touch me, like at my liquor store job, like
now with COVID,
like my actual job, if something happens, like I need that job where I don't have a house, so I got to remain cool at all times. Somebody touches me at the liquor store, I don't need that job.
There's more things you would do when you're like, I don't need this job.
Nope,
I don't need this shit.
So I'm like, you want the bottle, take it.
Yeah.
I didn't pay for it.
Yeah.
That's just wild.
That's how one time when I was at AutoZone, I can remember it's like my last week. So I was already checked out. I was like, man, I'm doing the bare minimum for my last week, whatever. There was a whole issue with this customer paid with a prepaid card, and apparently our systems didn't process them. Like you had to have like a debit or a credit card. There was no like in between. So they got to the line. It lets you go all the way through, but at the very end it doesn't.
It's like not
process. Yeah, so they were literally there for like 5 hours. Like I had called
I would have gave up. Here, take my card. I don't even care anymore.
I called my district manager. He was like, at first I texted him, and then I called him, and then he was just trying to just brush it off, and I'm like, dude, no, I'm not just gonna brush this off. I'm like, I'm gonna fix this situation. Like, what do I need to do? And in the end, they weren't able to do anything, whatever. So like they had to wait or something. They had to wait until it was like the weekend. It was like Friday. So they had to like wait till Monday for the store manager to come in and fix everything. So obviously they were pissed. They were like what the fuck are we supposed to like? Like, yo, I'm supposed to go on like yeah, he's like, yo, I'm supposed to go on a trip to somewhere. I'm like,
that's the suck, bro.
I don't know what to tell you. And then he's like, well, I'm walking out of here with some oil. I'm like, all right.
What kind? High mileage? What kind are you taking?
Yeah, I'm like,
did you offer him? You should probably
I'm like, hey, the
oil better.
I'm like, look, and then he could see, like, he saw me. Like, I made sure they saw me trying to fight for them. Like, oh, I'm trying to help y'all out here, but everything that I've been told to do, what I'm trying to do for you, it's not working. So they were like, well, I'm walking out here with some oil. So they want some oil. I'm like,
you need a whole set to change your oil. By all means, man.
This was my last week.
Oh, you better than me.
Yeah, so
when I found out I was going
this is what happened.
Yo, I found out I got hired at Comcast. In the middle of my shift, I walked out the field. The next day, we're at was it Lamppost Diner or whatever, or something. Denny's? We're at Denny's. They call me. And like, Pat, you're supposed to be here. And I was like, that sounds like a Wawa some shit problem. I'm like, I'm done. They're like, you really just go?
Yo.
Click, I'm done.
Yo.
Nah, man, like, cause it's only so much I can take. But is there any specific show or movie that you guys watched to help you, like?
You were killing it with these segues today.
Yeah,
like, 5 hours later.
Sit in my ass.
5 hours later. Oh, yeah, by the
way. Well, the show was specifically about, like, you know, we'll talk more about that after the break, you know. Fuck you. We'll be back.
And welcome back to Cinema App. It's your boy, Pat on the cam, and I'm Kyle.
I'm Neil.
What shows do you like to watch to help unwind or not rage out?
I would say anything anime. I watch other shows too, like the Ozarks. Anything on Netflix.
I don't know what that is.
The Ozarks?
Yeah. That was one I couldn't get into. I watched the first episode with my mom, and people say like you need to get through the first three.
Yeah.
The first few episodes to get into it. But I was watching a lot of stuff at the time, and I just didn't feel like investing in another one that I didn't like fall in love with immediately.
Okay. Yeah, Ozarks, it's like he said, once you get past like the first couple of episodes, or even past the first season, like it really starts to pick up. But I would definitely say anime is my go-to.
I keep trying to tell him I gotta send him a list of things to watch.
Yeah, you keep trying to tell me you have a list of things. Try not to send me shows. Send me movies. because I'm not
That's
gonna have
not.
time.
I'm gonna need you to tell me then, because I know shows. I don't really know.
I've watched a few anime films.
Okay.
Like semi recently, like I watched like Grave of the Butterflies.
Okay.
Which I liked a lot. I watched
the,
like
the studio? What's the name of the studio?
was it Earwig and the Witch is a very new Studio Ghibli thing.
Okay.
That is. I forgot about.
But they weren't bad. But Grave of the Fireflies was good. That's about a brother and a sister after U.S. dropped the atomic bomb in Japan, and like the younger sister is dealing with radiation poisoning.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
That sounds pretty dope.
it's deep. But it's like from the 80s. It's like one of the first Studio Ghibli movies.
Okay.
I think.
Anime for me, yeah. And like, okay, so I've been watching. Like, it's weird because before, like, I used to just watch like American Dad and stuff like that. Once I started watching anime, creative wise, I felt like I could write scripts and stories now. It just opened up a lot of things. Like my first one was what's it called? Full Metal Alchemist. That was like the main one. I binge watched the hell out of that. Cause my Tom, he was like, yo, oh, just check this out, watch it. I'm living in his house at the time, and he comes out in the morning. He's like, you go to sleep. I was like, I can't stop watching. I need to know what Pride's gonna do next. He was just like, oh boy. I was like, yeah, this is great. That Berserk, that was insane. But now I watch Attack on Titans. My hair.
Attack on Titan.
Titan. Well,
Not Titan with an S.
well, there's a lot of Titans in the show, so it should be Titans. But Titan. Yeah,
But is Titan the place?
Yes.
No.
Or no.
It's not?
It's not. That's so with an S, right? Would it make sense? No. Okay.
I mean, yeah, the way it's the way they have it phrased, you would think it's like a Titan is a place, but it does involve like several Titans. There's like a bunch of different Titans, so
It's a dope show.
it gets really deep, and it shows the animation shows like the emotion of the scene of the moment, whether it's like happy or sad. Now, there's not very many happy moments in Attack on Titan. Like, it's always on like full like on go. Like anything can happen.
It's just straight sadness and
Yeah.
despair.
Okay.
And sadness
So-
and despair.
So it's hard to get wrapped up with characters. I'm actually farther along in it.
You're way farther than me. Right?
Yeah, like
How many seasons are there?
It's right now. I think it's in its fourth. It's supposed to be its final season, but the way they split it up, they're like, nah.
They could do like 4A and 4B.
Yeah,
They started doing that with shows like Stranger Things. They did that with
I thought the first one was Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones did that, right?
Game of Thrones. No, Game of Thrones didn't do that. They knew that they were gonna have a shortened season, so they just had a short season at the end. But like Sopranos did that, and like early
You always
2000s.
tell me about Sopranos. I just
You do have to watch that. That's the last show I watched from start to finish. That was new. But
what's the name of doing that? I'm gonna cut you off,
No,
but I noticed a lot of Disney Plus shows coming out are doing that too. Like Obi, they have one more episode, right?
they're doing like short seasons.
That's making me
But
mad.
there's rumors there's gonna be a season 2 now because it's doing so well.
Oh, there wasn't supposed to be one.
No,
Have you
I follow. Yeah,
Did you watch Miss Marvel too, or no?
I haven't watched Miss Marvel yet.
you'll like that.
It's awesome.
Very good. If you're into like the Marvel shows and stuff like
Yeah.
that, you'll be into
It's
it.
Yeah, I like to tune out the critics because like I've already seen critics are like, oh, Miss Marvel is horrible. Like
I've seen the opposite actually. I've seen that it's one of the best.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
You always gonna have that asshole.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody's entitled to their opinion,
Yeah.
but it's okay. They can be wrong sometimes.
Right.
My
Like
friend Steph told me that one time. She said it's okay, but you can be wrong. Yeah. Since then, I was like, you know what? She's absolutely right.
But like Pat, like most people don't like Birdemic, but Pat loves Birdemic.
Fuck
So
out of here.
It's okay.
I mean, that
You can-
movie is phenomenal. It's actually, I think it's Carter's #1 favorite movie. Right?
I think it is his favorite. He's nodding right now.
Yeah.
He looks
He,
very
matter of fact,
happy.
he told me when he has kids on Father Day. That's
What is
Yeah.
this movie?
Birdemic. It's great.
Birdemic is a knockoff of Alfred Hitchcock's Birds,
Oh, okay.
where these birds go crazy, but it's so poorly done that like the writer director couldn't get a full cast. So like or a full crew rather. So the end credits are made up names because he couldn't get enough people to work on it. It's that bad. It's literally clip art birds, like just superimposed over top of things. You have one scene where it's very clearly
spelled best
clip art, like they're just going like this. You got two guys. You got two guys with hangers going.
He definitely spelled best wrong. You know what he said?
He just wrote best movie ever,
right?
I didn't think you liked it that much, but hey,
Yeah, man.
good for you.
We can watch it when we get done this.
You
want
can
to?
say something if you want.
Don't fuck around. You will. All right, bet. Say less.
Birdemic 3 coming out soon.
Is that up there with like Sharknado and?
I haven't seen that, but I feel like it's worse.
So
production-wise.
realistically,
Sharknado's pretty bad.
You know how there's that one movie that's like the worst movie ever, and then there's like, you said, what about this movie? And it's like, this is the worst movie ever. Yeah. Let's just say, possibly.
I had said that about the original It.
I haven't seen the original.
Well, from what's his name? Tim Curry. Tim Curry, right?
Because
he's a creepy dude.
Have you seen the new?
I have seen the new one.
No.
I love them. They're
so the new It.
Nope.
You don't like it?
You didn't like the new
Didn't
It?
watch them.
Oh, you need to watch it.
I don't do scary movies.
But I mean, you're a 30-plus-year-old man.
I don't give a fuck. That's like saying, oh, you're 30 plus, you should eat something you're allergic to.
But it's like
you're not allergic to clowns.
But it's like,
is it? Never mind.
It's like Michael Myers was scary back when I was a kid.
Michael Myers was scary.
Michael Myers was scary, yo.
It didn't scare me.
They're actually developing a prequel series for It. I forget.
Guess who won't be watching It?
But it's like, I think they're supposed to like introduce you to Derry and like the backstory on that.
I don't see the purpose of watching a movie.
I would watch that.
I want it to be the previous attack, because you have It Part 1 and Part 2, but there was an attack 27 years before that. I want to see that one.
Yeah, I agree.
Wait, I'm sorry, guys, that I refuse to watch a movie about a dude who was a clown living in a fucking store and has a little blue. Hey, guys, you want to come here and play? Why the fuck would I want to watch that? Why? Explain it to me.
There's a lot more to it.
Yeah.
What, down there? Is the turtles down there? Are they all chilling, eating pizza? Why would I want to watch that shit?
Like, they did better this time around, I would say. They gave it a whole backstory of how like everything came to be.
That's cool.
As opposed to the first one back with Tim Curry, and
that shit was funny.
It was just a giant space spider, and they killed it.
The story behind it is like,
and I hated that, and I saw that, I watched it. I was like,
was that the worst movie you've seen?
That's how I felt. Like I was like, that really wastes like 2 hours of my life. Like
he asked me this a couple episodes ago, and I don't think I ever answered. What is a movie that's bad, but you like, and you know it's bad?
Street Fighter. With John Claude Van Damme.
That's horrible.
Hey,
Mortal Kombat for me.
I liked it.
Mortal Kombat Annihilation. That was the first one.
What about the new one?
I love it. It's cheesy as fuck.
It's so bad.
It's so bad.
So bad. Yeah. Like
I love it so much though.
As a viewer who never was really into the video games, there's nothing appealing about it.
Dog, everybody is roasting it. I'm just watching like, this is phenomenal.
Yeah, because like you said, it's if you didn't have any like previous knowledge to like the gameplay and everything.
Are you saying that Pat looks like Norbit?
All the y'all can set my bubbles to my draws. No, you ever seen Norbit?
No, but I just know what.
So all of us like Norbit. It's a terrible movie.
Okay,
but we always reference jokes from it, like, "Oh, it's your birthday. How you doing?" Like we always. It's one of those movies. It's bad, but it's good for us.
But you would actually like it beyond like the horror aspect of it.
Yeah, I think you would really
it's
like
a deep emotional thriller.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to get past the horror first to get to the thrilling.
But that's part of the emotional thrill.
It's to be scared.
It's not really scary though. That's the thing. Like once you get past the shock moments,
I don't get.
It's not scary.
You got a few jump scares.
Yeah.
But so the point of this part 1 and part 2 is so you had them as kids when Pennywise shows up the first time, and then 27 years later, after they thought they finished it, even she likes it.
Damn, I gotta watch it now. She's a
20
hard critic.
So
I gotta watch it now.
27 years later, they have to deal with the worst thing that's ever happened to them again.
Ooh, okay, all right, fuck it, I'll watch it.
But the backstory for him, like in the book, the Stephen King novel, is weird. So he's like from outer space, and he's part of this like group of guardians, and one of them is a giant turtle, and the giant turtle is the only thing that can defeat him. Yes.
Oh man, I'm glad they went for a different direction.
Does that say Kid Orgy?
Yeah. You ever read the book?
No, thank God.
Wait, that's the name of a book?
No, sir.
That's what happened. I feel like I'm gonna go to jail just for saying that out loud.
Oh no, the direct, Stephen asked him about it. Like in the book, like.
Oh, I did know about that.
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah.
I did know about that.
Do you know about that?
In the book, they basically take turns with whatever the girl is.
Oh, I heard about that. Yeah. But
and he was like, "Oh no!" When he tried to explain it, he was like, "It wasn't supposed to be like that. It was supposed to be like." I said, "Nah, dog. There's no around that. Explain that."
Okay.
Yeah, I did know that.
Yeah, that's why I had no intentions to watch it.
You really should watch it.
But I mean,
it's a very good movie.
Outside of that, to be honest, they don't actually They don't.
They don't do that in the movie?
No.
Okay.
No, that's not in this one.
Yeah.
It's clear that the kids are close, but not like that. Not like that.
And it actually,
her faces are priceless.
it touches on the one with the glasses, the kid with the glasses. I think one of his fears was like his, I guess his, because he was it confirmed he was gay or
I don't think it was ever confirmed, but I think that's what it's supposed to be. Because he's like, I know your secret, your dirty little secret, and we're supposed to figure out. I think that's what that is.
Yeah.
But the casting for the adults is phenomenal.
Yeah.
Like Bill Hader. Bill Hader doesn't play serious roles usually. He is incredible.
Did you see that movie Hustle yet? With Adam Sandler?
Oh my god, it's so good.
Yo, I laughed because he was like, once you get over the shock value, we're watching it at his house. I'm out because I don't think you watched it. Did you watch it? Did you watch it? Okay, so I'm not gonna say.
They all said yes.
Okay, so you know how? What are you drinking over there? You know how in any typical movie, like an athlete movie, where it's like everything's on top, and all of a sudden there's that side shot, and then kablamo, like an accident happens, and then
Yeah.
This man was freaking out. Like he scared the shit out of me. Me and his wife were watching with him. He goes, "Oh no, we jumped! Oh shit! What the hell?"
There was this one scene where he finally put it all together, like training wise, and like I think it was like he was supposed to get up this hill in like a minute and some I forget the time.
Yeah, it was like a minute 45 or 47, something like that.
Yeah, and like the way the shot looked.
Yes.
It looked, the way it was like in the moment, it was such a good moment, and it looked like he was about to get hit by a truck.
So when he's at the top of the hill and he turns the corner and goes up the steps, I thought the same thing. I was like,
that's what he's talking about.
Yeah,
but he scared the shit out of us. I thought like a mouse fell on his shoulder and shit. He was like, "Oh," I said, "Hey, you good, bro?"
Yeah, like
it's the combat mode. I was ready to go.
it was already like tugging on the feels.
But that's why there's certain people I like watching movies with, because some people like, for an example, you went Six Flags. You were like just like I don't care. No woo. You're just
I don't like Six Flags
right.
anymore. We worked there. That's where we met.
Right.
Okay.
But we worked there for 3 years and we're just over it now because we were there every day.
That makes sense. Yeah. But it's like, for an example, like watching movies with Carter and he'd never seen them, and I know it's gonna happen, and he gets so excited for it. It's like I like that. That's why I do what I do. So watching him he gets into it. I'm like, that's why I like doing it. Because we watch movies and we're just like, all right, cool. You do reviews and you watch.
I don't react to movies.
Yeah, you don't.
I watch it stone faced, sad,
Is it
happy,
because you see
funny.
your face in the mirror and you're just like, wow, this is bad. I need to just.
Your mother.
Mama! You leave her out of this.
But
she's a saint.
I look at everything analytically when I watch a movie.
Okay.
Like I understand things are sad. I understand things are funny, and I might think to myself like that's hilarious. But I'm judging.
So there's not
one
one
laughing your head.
one movie.
There absolutely are. There's a very few. Like in Kanto, I cry. Have you seen that?
Was that the first episode that we talked about?
We touched on it, but I think we got like. No, that was the first episode. Yeah, we just rewatched that first episode, Steph and I with Dave. Yeah, I touched on that. Like, there's 4 characters, and I relate to each one of them a little bit differently, and I cry every time I've seen it. I don't like musicals. I don't even a little bit. That's one of my favorite movies. And Click made me cry.
I can't watch Click anymore. After my dad passed, I cannot watch Click. Because you remember that one scene where like him and his dad were
he fast forwards,
and he was having an issue with his dad, and they weren't like at that.
They never solved it. Yeah.
Because my dad, he passed away in 2012. It's like just like every time we had our problems, our issues, and then it was like we finally starting to work it out. And then like 2 weeks after we talked, he passed away. So when I watched Click, it was just like, damn, all that time we spent beefing, we could have had together. So like when I watched Click, it's just I tried several times to watch it. I can't watch it anymore.
And that's the whole point of the movie is like all these little things that you're missing in your life that you don't realize you need. They're so integral to who you are.
Right. It's such a good movie. A lot of people are like, I don't like Adam Sandler movies. I think all his movies are great.
Adam Sandler's a very good actor. He's just always been so goofy that I think that overshadowed.
Yep.
Am I supposed to say that?
Well, that's the donkey.
That's her favorite part of the whole movie. The whole movie. We're like half asleep and like one eye opens. She says the line.
Is that a movie you can quote word for word?
No.
Okay. You have a movie like that?
I didn't quote word for word. most of the Star Wars movies, I don't think there's any movie I can quote word for word, but that one I can most of the lines, I think.
My movie growing up was Space Jam.
That was a movie I didn't see growing up.
Mm.
So I actually had this conversation.
You're not allowed to do reviews anymore.
So I had this conversation with Seth the other day.
Ever.
We were talking about like things we weren't allowed to watch. Yeah, it's been a long time since I've seen that.
Waterboy
Rascals,
hands down.
But there were never things that I wasn't allowed to watch because I was never interested in watching the adult things. I just wanted to watch cartoons.
Right.
So I just stuck to kids movies for a long time, and like I was never into sports. So like Space Jam came out, and I was like,
when did you get into sports?
Probably around high school.
I remember being younger.
Big.
I didn't like when I was younger. I didn't like sports really either. Like football was just to me before playing it. It was boring to me. Like even playing Madden, it's like my cousin Justin got me into Madden, into sports. But before it was just like, okay, they got some running and whatever. And then after I got older, I was like, oh shit, this is dope. Especially when we have like the party. Like it's more like it's kind of like the atmosphere. Yeah. You get to hang with your homies, you drink, talk shit, you know what I mean? It's a good time.
It's different watching it with your friends and enjoying it when you understand it compared to Thanksgiving when I'm 6 years old and my dad and grandfather are like, you're watching football. And I'm like,
yeah.
First down, what the hell is that? Why is there more of these? I hear you.
But so like that never really interested me. I was never really into sports growing up. I went to a Catholic school where there were no sports teams. There was 16 people in my class.
So how did you get fast? Like how?
I was just always fast.
Did you play soccer or anything when you were a kid?
No, I did karate. That was it.
I think everybody did. I
didn't do karate.
I did karate from the time I was 5 until I was like 13.
So you never ran track or anything?
Oh, I ran track when I got to high school.
Oh, okay.
But like I didn't play any sports. I didn't do anything. I didn't condition myself for anything growing up. I just was always
just
fast.
All natural.
I was just a very small kid.
You're Wiley.
That sounds like
You don't remember that? No replacements?
No, it's been a long time since I've seen that.
Okay, fuck it.
Maybe 10 or 12 years since I've seen that.
Funny movie. Only reason why I asked is because we were playing football in college.
Yeah. They were racist.
They were racist as fuck. So it was me.
They didn't like white people or black people.
They very racist shit. There were a bunch of Indian guys, and they're like, "Oh, you want to play football?" I tell them flat out, if you want to score as far as running distance, pick him. Because, oh, you're black. I was like, I'm not. I'm strong. I'm the strong black guy, not the fast black guy. I got speed, but not that much. They don't listen to me. Of course, first play, touchdown, ran out of his shoes. They look at me. I was like, don't look over here. Don't look over here. I told you what it was. I know what I got.
Yeah.
I'm not that. Listen, you gotta know what it is, dog. You gotta know when to hold him, know when to fold him. I'm not gonna pretend I'm fast. You'll find out first 2 steps. Like, this guy is not fast.
He's out of breath before they started.
Hell yeah! Just thinking about it right now, I'm getting tired. Like, oh, you mean to run? Now, I was fast when I was younger, but I wasn't like. There's a difference between being I'm fast and then there's like a cheetah sprinting fast. Yeah. That's him, and that's wide receivers and shit. I was always like running back and shit like that. I was, you want a couple yards? Cool. You want me to run it back?
But I also ran distance. Like I ran distance in high school.
Yeah.
Like every meet, I would run the half mile, the mile, and the 2 mile, like in an hour.
Did you play sports at all?
I played 1 year freshman year of football.
Is that why you was fouling me when we played basketball?
Nah, we playing Papa Shot, and I was drunk because
that was my job.
Yeah, it was my birthday weekend, so we're random playing Papa Shot. Like,
what hold on, Papa Shot?
Hold on, you gotta break it down, brother. This is funny as hell. So it's his birthday. His wife had got him a lot of alcohol. She goes, Pat, I need you to do me a favor. Get him drunk. I was like, a favor? I'll do this shit for free. This is fun for me. So, me and her brother, we had made plans. We're like, all right, every 10 minutes, we're going to say, no, we got to take a shot. So we were trying to get him fucked up early. So we stopped a little bit and went and kept drinking. So at the end of the night, you got all these drunk motherfuckers who decided to say, you want to play basketball? And when you go to Dave & Buster's, we set that shit up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Outside, and was playing ball. Shooting for shots and shit like that. This fucker.
So mind you, and the difference between the Dave & Buster's one,
you can't foul
and our the one that we had, there's more than 4 balls. So there's 4 balls.
Yeah.
There's 2. No, I'm saying there's.
For us, there was 4, right?
That's all there was. Is 4. But I'm saying with Dave & Buster's, there's more than 4 balls. So it's like I'm putting up a shot, you're putting up a shot. there's only 2 more balls after that. So of course I'm trying to rip that shit.
You're an
like
aggressive drunk baller.
there's only 4, so it's like more like I'm trying to get the ball.
I feel like you don't even need it to. That's fine.
But anyway,
5'8", bro. You got these long arms. He's fouling the fuck out of me. I'm over here just trying to shoot. I still won.
Anyway, but yeah, I played.
Did he actually win?
He won the first one. I won the second one. And I
we
think
split.
we after we just he was too drunk to continue.
Because we know who lies.
Yeah,
Who lies about stuff.
often fat fabrications.
Yep.
That's
how
a
you
better
win.
word. We don't want to call him a liar.
Yeah,
Fabricator. I like that. You will kiss my ass, but it's fine.
You can't even spell fabricator.
You can't even spell your mom. Think about it. Spell it. Shut up. So, favorite sport would be, do you like basketball, football? What you got?
My favorite sport to watch is football.
Okay.
But I also like watching like weird sports. Like I love watching tennis.
tennis gets competitive.
It
I
does.
love watching tennis.
It really does.
There's only a few sports that I can watch. Like I watch anybody play. Like I watch anybody play football, anybody play basketball, anybody play tennis.
It's funny, like I think I would say basketball is more of like I love football, but I think basketball is more my favorite sport. But it's like a lot of times I don't even watch basketball. I just tell Carter, "Yeah, Golden State's taking it all the way." And Carter's like, "How do you?" I was like, "Golden State's taking it all the way." And then this year he came to my house, he's like, Golden State won." I was like, "I know." I'm not shocked. You got a team full of snipers. All they do shoot threes all day.
So I thought for sure. So I was kind
thought
of
Boston was
confident.
going to finish.
So after game one, I was like,
Yeah, I
not
was
that they were
riding
going
with
to win,
Boston.
but that they really had a shot.
Yeah.
Then they went up 2-1, and they had game 4 in Boston, and I was like, they win this tonight, they win the series.
Yeah.
They're up 3-1, that's it. When Golden State took game 4 in Boston, I was like, that sucks. They came all this way.
That's what they do. They're like, oh.
And even
well,
on
let's
even on the last game, like it wasn't even the first quarter hadn't even finished, and Golden State was right back on them. I'm like, dude, like this is all, and it's in Boston. So I'm like, this is literally it. Like this is the moment, and
that's
Golden
why I like.
State just
That's why I like basketball, because it's just like you can be up, and you can be down.
I think Boston was very inconsistent. Like even Tatum was inconsistent.
I agree.
Like Curry started slow, and then he just did his thing after that.
Yeah.
Like once he got hot, you weren't gonna stop.
Yeah. But I think a lot of that too was Tatum was asked to do a lot more than he's accustomed to.
Oh, sure.
Because they don't have a true point guard, like in my opinion.
Well, who's their point guard? Jaylen Brown?
No, Marcus Smart.
Marcus Smart, right?
So he's always been a backup in my eyes. I'm like, and then the problem is they paid him like a starter.
Yes.
So it's like you can't go back now. Like you're stuck.
And he's not a facilitator. He's not
Right.
a passer. He's a bully who can defend.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how he was in college. That's why he got in trouble for punching people in the face in
Yeah.
college.
Yep.
Like that's what he did.
Punch
I
people in
remember
the face is
that.
tight.
I think it was he played for Oklahoma State,
Oklahoma State. Yep.
and he like punched somebody from Boise State in the face, like going back to the locker room. Like,
Shit the Bobs.
but I mean like,
Oh,
but like
You an athlete, you gotta have that ready to go.
right. Yeah. So
But like, what was it? Like Ron Artest used to go on just beating people.
Oh, remember when he jumped into the stands?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, yeah. Like, what is his name now? What do you call himself? Was it Meta
Meta
World
World Peace.
Peace.
World Peace?
He changed it to something else at one point.
The Fist of Tentagon? Like,
he did for a brief
Oh,
time.
what was
I
his
think.
name? Do you remember what his? He changed it between Ron Artest and Meta World Peace. He was something else, but I don't remember what it was. Somebody changed the name to World Be Free, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who was that?
His name. Man.
Yep.
I want.
Yeah. Somebody just changed their last name to Freedom. Who is it? It was. He's Spanish, plays center, but he like just became an American citizen, so he changed his last name to Freedom when he became an American citizen. I forget who it was. It wasn't It wasn't Hernan Gomez. He was in Hustle. Yeah. But whoever it was, but he just changed his name like
The
in the
funny
last few
part
weeks.
is I didn't know he like I could tell he was a basketball player,
Yeah.
but I didn't know he actually was in the
I
league.
heard Hernan Gomez, and I was like, Willie Hernan Gomez.
Yeah.
But I was like, I don't know who Juancho Hernan Gomez is,
Yeah.
but yeah, if he's half as good in real life as he is
Right,
in the
that's what
movie,
I'm like.
why is he not the
Yeah.
most talked about person?
I agree.
But I love all the memes like Boston should have kept him. They would have won the
Yeah.
championship.
Yep.
But yeah. So we got a couple minutes left.
We'll take another break.
We can take a quick break.
Come back.
We'll just plug ourselves.
Oh, you new here? You gonna get plugged? Prepare yourself for the plug-in
From both sides.
Yep.
From bro. Oh,
Bang bang.
Hashtag.
He's gonna ask to switch seats. Like,
You can, there ain't no escaping the hashtag.
But yeah, we'll come back in a couple minutes and we'll plug ourselves.
All right.
Peace.
So we back. Episode 8. It's been great. Thank you for coming on.
Thank you for having me. Definitely.
Great.
Last
Definitely
time,
like
right?
to
Never
guest.
again, right?
I'd probably let him on before I let Nicole on again.
Who's that girl? It's Nicole. Nah, but for real, man, anytime you want to come back, you're more than welcome invited. You know, Steph, you want to get on here, you're invited. Carter, you're here. You know where I got that from, right? Remember Chip it down when he did that? Chip, you were here. But anyway, yeah, everybody, thank you. Plug up.
You want to go first?
Yeah. If you guys need any type of design, logo, business card, website, look me up. My Instagram is nsjunior88. The @ first. That's going to change eventually, but that's in the works. But if you need me, email me there, or DM me there, or if you need to email me, just the same thing again, nsjunior88@yahoo.com.
Damn,
Yeah.
I was ready for that. As you know, it's me, Pat. Nah, my Instagram is, I changed it. It was _studios. It is now Pat on the cam. You know, I'm trying to switch it up because I want to break away as in having NoblemenStudios be more of my professional stuff, and then Instagram my fun, silly shit. So Instagram, Pat on the cam. TikTok, Pat on the cam. Facebook, Patrick Newell. I don't Twitter tweet. I don't have a website.
What?
Twitter tweet, that's what I call it.
So somebody told me at one point that they thought that the action of tweeting was actually called a twat. Like, not even to be vulgar. There's like, I think that's what it's called. So now Pat says it.
Yeah.
Figures.
But yeah, you guys are great.
Yeah.
Happy Father's Day. Congratulations once again. Year 2. Hold it down.
Year 2.
And yeah. So Instagram, it's Bane's Film Reviews.
Boo. Sorry, continue.
I hate him so much. On the TikTok, or as Pat calls it, the titties, it is Bane's Film Reviews. On Facebook, you can find me at Kyle Bane. On Twitter, it's Bane's Film Review. No S. Get your shit together, Twitter. My website is Bane's Film Reviews. You can also find my reviews on Film Threat by Googling Film Threat Kyle Bane. You get a whole bunch of stuff. And then don't forget to check us out on Cinema Ave. You can go to our TikTok at Cinema Ave 1, Cinema Ave and the number 1. Or you can send us some emails. Tell Pat how much he sucked tonight. He needs to know. He doesn't care if we tell him. You need to tell him. That's Cinema Ave and the number 1 at gmail.com. Cinema Ave 1 at gmail.com. Tell Pat he sucks.
You can say that if you want to. Just know I strike back. I also have selective hearing and reading. I'm going to read that and think, oh, Pat's awesome. That's what I do.
The truth will set you free.
Shut your mouth. We didn't do our sponsorships.
We didn't, but great value. You want to sponsor us? Go for it.
Yeah, Canon, sponsor us. Go for it.
Sharpie. You can sponsor us. No, we got to take ourselves out.
Nah, I was playing. Love you guys. Thank you so much for coming on. See you next week.
Peace.
Peace.